Some might argue that Tom Hanks is one of the greatest actors to ever act. I am a fan of his. I've watched a good majority of his movies, and I do hold him in a pretty good light. Uh, with that being said, we're going to rank all of his movies. There's a Tom Hanks movie tier list, movies tier list. We have the SABCDF, not seen. I've already gone through and added movies that I haven't seen. I believe all of these are super duper early Tom Hanks movies. And with this list being said, right, this is going to be how it's hard to rate these because there are some that are just fantastic movies, right? Saving Private Ryan, Green Mile, Castaway, like all these movies can be an S tier. So it's going to be kind of difficult to rate these based off of the movie and based off of Tom Hanks's performance in the movie. So I think we're just going to rank the movies, whether or not Tom Hanks killed it or not, because otherwise it's going to be pretty difficult. I do believe that he's the main person in all these, except you could probably argue the Toy Stories and maybe a couple of these odds and ends here and there. But for the most part, we're just going to rank them with how good the movie is. So first up is Saving Mr. Banks. I watched this movie once, and I would say that it isn't. And here, this is the other thing that you guys need. Tom Hanks fans, listen to me for 1 second here, okay? All these movies compared to other movies are going to be pretty much all above average, right? But since they're ranked against themselves, there's going to be some that are going to be ranked lower than what you think they deserve. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I could just do all S and A's, and that's not going to be fun. All S tiers and all A tiers, and that's just not going to be enjoyable because we're not really going to get down in the nitty gritty. So just know that going in. I'm not trying to tear apart your favorite Tom Hanks movie, but we're just going to rate them. Okay, so Saving Mr. Banks, I've seen once. It wasn't bad, but it was forgettable because I don't even remember what it's about. Captain Phillips, phenomenal. Phenomenal performance, phenomenal movie. I think that you could even put this at A. He is no longer the captain. I am the captain now. Cloud Atlas. Listen, I have a lot to say about Cloud Atlas. I loved the movie. I was one of the very few people who apparently did. I think. There was some shitty acting from other actors in this movie, and some of the stuff from the book didn't really transition over well into the movie. I am personally a really big fan of this movie, and if I didn't give a shit about everybody, I would probably put it at an A or an S, but I understand people are gonna fucking riot if I do that, so we'll put it at a B. Extremely Loud, Incredibly Close, very solid movie. But I'm going to put it at C compared to what he's going up against. This one didn't hit for me. I don't even know if I finished it. It's just, I believe this was a rom-com, right? Not really for me. Ooh, now we're talking some business right here, because I fucking love Dan Brown. I fucking love these movies. And I love that Tom Hanks killed them. So, Da Vinci Code is easily an S tier in my eyes. Angels and Demons, although Angels and Demons is a better book, in my opinion, it was not the better movie. Sadly. And Inferno was worse than all three book and movie. Let's see here. Charlie Wilson's War. I don't even remember what this one was about. But pretty forgettable, not awful. Polar Express is a goddamn need to every single Christmas season. Arguably one of the best Christmas movies out there. Greyhound, it's good, but again, it's outclassed by its competition here. The Terminal, Uh, which one was The Terminal? I know I've seen it. It's on my list of movies. I keep track of all my movies now. I've seen it. Yeah, it must not have been great. We're going to go see. The Lady Killers wasn't for me. Catch Me If You Can. Phenomenal. Phenomenal movie. Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks making some fucking magic in that one. Road to Perdition. I actually haven't seen that one. I thought I had, but I haven't. That doesn't sound familiar at all. Castaway. I mean, we all know Castaway is one of the greatest movies ever. Horribly sad ending that just devastates you. Horribly sad through the whole entire thing. I remember I watched this once as a kid, and it fucked me up so much that I don't think I watched it for like 20 years. And then I revisited it like 4 or 5 years ago, and still very sad. Green Mile, you could argue that this might be the best Tom Hanks movie. It's not my favorite Tom Hanks movie, but it might be his best. Green Mile is an iconic one that will go down in history books forever. I mean, I think if you have a Mount, we'll talk about the Mount Rushmore of Tom Hanks later on, but Green Mile has to be up there. All right, and now here's a tough trilogy. Some say the trilogy is New Hope, or Empire, and Return. Some say it's Fellowship, Two Towers, and Return of the King. I say it's Toy Story. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. It's a joke. I'm gonna rate these on how just in order of my personal Toy Story taste. I think that Toy Story 3 is the best. I think Toy Story 2 is second best. I think Toy Story 1 is third best. I think Toy Story 4 is a hot piece of shit. All right. You Got Mail, Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks. Not for me. Saving Private Ryan. Yes. This is my personal favorite Tom Hanks movie and one of my top 25 movies of all time. I think that it's just... It's one of those movies when you watch it for the first time, you're like, wow. This feels so real that it's hard to watch. It really is. And then you dig into the history of World War II and everything that went on. Like there's like a meme that men either get into like two things when they get older, and one of them is the history of World War II, and it's true. It's true. You do, and Saving Private Ryan is probably one of the best, if not the best, war movie ever made. And I've seen it a dozen times, and it still blows me away till this day. That Thing You Do. This was an early Tom Hanks. It's pretty mid. Actually, nah, we'll put it there. Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, the biopic of Mr. Rogers. It was good. Apollo 13 is fucking awesome. Great movie. Forrest Gump, clearly we know that this is an S tier. I mean, I think that people would say that this is Tom Hanks. Like I was gonna bring it up. We can talk about it now. The Mount Rushmore of Tom Hanks. I think that it's Forrest Gump. I think it's Green Mile. I think it's Woody. Or Buzz. What? Wait, hold on. Is he? Am I going crazy? No, he's Woody. Okay, I was right the first time. Ignore that. I don't know why I fucking my brain just was like, wait, but who's Buzz? I would say Mount Rushmore. You got Forrest Gump. You got Green Mile. You got Toy Story. And then I think you teeter between Castaway, Saving Private Ryan. Yeah, between those two. I think that'd be the Mount Rushmore of Tom Hanks. I don't remember how to pronounce this movie, but you have Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington, and it's one of the most slept on movies in his what's the word? In his catalog. Sleepless in Seattle. Listen, man, you got to do a watch. Get your girlfriend, get your wife, throw on Sleepless in Seattle. It's a fucking romance movie, but it's pretty good. A League of Their Own. I grew up loving this movie, being a baseball fan. It's a lot of fun. Tom Hanks coach. I think it's Tom Hanks who's the coach. He coaches a group of women's, I think it's a baseball team. Super entertaining. Let's see here. I have not seen that one either. Turner and Hooch. It's good, but it's not like I'm not writing home about it. The Burbs, kind of dog shit. Not a fan. Punchline, same thing. Not really a big fan. I don't even know if he's really the main in that. Big is an OG Tom Hanks movie. I think it was like he was a kid and then wished to be I can't remember what it is. If he was a kid, I think he was a kid and he wished he was an adult. So then he was an adult with a kid's mind, doing like adult things. It's been a while since I've seen Big. I just remember the scene where he goes to like a salad bar or goes out to like a fancy dinner. You know those things that look like baby corns? He got some of those and he's like chewing it like it's corn. Still a great movie though. Money Pit, early Tom Hanks, really not that good. I feel like every guy who got his start in the 80s, 90s has like a party, American Pie-esque movie, and that's what this is. It's kind of funny, but it's not anything to write home about. This movie, it's good. I mean, you got Meryl Streep and you got Tom Hanks, and they act the shit out of that movie. It's one of those movies where you watch once and you're like, yep, great movie. And then you never think about or see again. The Circle was better than average. I actually enjoyed that movie quite a bit. Inferno, like I said, this is the third movie of the Angels and Demons, Da Vinci Code, and like the Da Vinci Code trilogy of movies. And it's the worst movie of the three, but it's still a good movie. Sully, phenomenal. I feel like this movie isn't talked about as much as it could be. Probably put it at B. I haven't seen this one, and Bridge of Spies is fucking phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal. We are going to bump Greyhound up here though, because I feel like that shouldn't be down here. Now let me rank my top 5 of my personal. We're doing that right there. Saving Private Ryan, Forrest Gump, Green Mile, Da Vinci Code, and Castaway. And then we'll rank my A's. Ooh. This has to be in B. Sorry. It's not that good. Compared to its other things, I'd actually have Sully higher than that one. My A is going to be much harder. I think Catch Me If You Can stays there. I think Bridge of Spies goes there. Captain Phillips goes there. Apollo 13 actually goes there. Big is at the bottom. Post, Toy Story 3, Polar Express. Yep. There's my list. And I'm not going to rate the rest of them just because I don't really care to. But yeah, Tom Hanks fans, let me know what you think, if you agree or disagree. If I haven't seen your favorite movie, I'm sorry. Let me know about it. Everyone else always does in these movie tier lists. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.